Oops, hold on. I forgot my stuff already. Okay, let's try again. I literally sat down and went, you have no tools here. There's no tools. This doesn't count as a tool. This is just me making little, dinosaur dioramas. Just because I got cute stuff on my desk. And I have decided that this letter opener is now trash, so I think it goes really well with blue. Don't you? It's like medieval raptor jousting or something. Look, it's perfect. It's perfect, y'all. Of course, this one's very short, so it's probably not going to get unhorsed. You know what I'm saying? No. I think you're going to lose blue. Okay, now that I've made you all think that I've completely lost my mind and that this will have nothing to do with planning, allow me to show you differently. Decided, I can't remember if I ordered this or if Laura sent this to me. I know, the L word. You're famous, Laura. But I decided I wanted, okay, here's the deal. Let me just say it this way. When kits that are complete like this, I like doing them when I don't want to think a lot about what I'm doing. And here's the thing. I cleaned a lot today and I went through all these boxes of papers and stickers and stuff that I have, and I decided on a cool, like labor intensive spread that I'm going to do soon. So today I just want to do something easy. I'm not going to lie. Doing it because, one, I don't like people a lot these days. I mean, some people, you know how it is. Some people you like, your friends you like, some people you feel really, attached to or attracted to or whatever as people, but sometimes you go out in public and you just kind of want to like throat punch everyone, every stranger you see. Or maybe that's just me, but I'm going to assume it's not just me. Alright, tools. I told you last time I bought a 10-pack of these Tombos. Haven't had to use it once. I know, I'm kind of disappointed too. Not that I want to make mistakes. And I believe Laura sent me this Deli Mini. Phew! Look at that. It's like the perfect little blade. You could defend yourself, but you couldn't really hurt anybody. That's the way I'm looking at it. My only problem is that I need it to lock in place because I've got unsteady hands. So I'll be like, but it's cute, and we'll see if we can use it. So, as usual, we're doing Happy Planner, because I'm a Happy Planner kind of girl. And, yep, you've already seen that one. Alright, move. Everybody move. Everybody move. Everybody bounce. Yes, I'm a weirdo. You can almost hear my daughter and my son-in-law sighing at what a weirdo I am. But I'm not going to treat you to the entire song of Tech Nine's The Beast, even though I know it by heart. You're welcome. Alright. I should have started this beforehand, because you guys know how I am about, talking too long. Let's just start slapping stuff down and see what happens. Alright, we're going to slap down on here, because I'm going to have to cut this. I guess I don't have to, do I? I could put it across the whole thing just like that. I think I might. I don't feel like cutting. She says, after she has shown you that really cool little mini blade that Laura sent her. I got issues, I know, y'all, I know. I got some issues. I actually picked this one up in its package, and I thought it was the dinosaur one, because I've got 2 copies of the dinosaur one, and it wasn't. So I said, you know what, Introvert is good for me, because gotta tell you, now that we're not, well, okay, we are about to go back into being quarantined again, but that whole time we weren't, when they were like, okay, things are opening up, I was like, no, please, let's not do that. But of course they do that, because, and my governor, I have to tell you guys this story. It doesn't matter if you're pro-mask and vax or not, okay? This woman walks into the library. The library is run by the city, and the city, because in my city, our COVID levels are way back up again. They're huge. And of course it's a variant, because that's how viruses work, people. There's going to be lots of variants. We're not out of the woods by any means. So, I'm at the library uploading my stuff, having a work day, and this lady walks in, and the city of Des Moines has just told the libraries that they have to go back to having masks. Unless you have, the usual medical reason that you can't be vaccinated or have a mask, you need to have those. At least the mask, right? Because we would never force anyone to get a vaccine, because we are the land of the free, and you're allowed to put other people in danger. Okay, I didn't say that. I don't want to fight about vaccines. I had my vaccines, and I'm very glad, because if I got sick, I would be very sick. And if you remember, I actually had COVID before they named it. So, been there, done that. Don't want to play anymore. But, so they come around to warn us all that as of tomorrow, the day I was there, the next tomorrow, which was last Monday, we have to start having masks all the time again. And everyone's like, okay, thanks for telling us, blah, blah, blah. And this one woman, she and her daughter run into the library with no masks. That's fine. You don't have to have masks, because we aren't doing this until Monday. The librarian, kindly, as she's checking out their books, lets them know that the city of Des Moines has mandated that city buildings have to go back to masking. The woman, very snottily, to this poor part-time, she might not be part-time, but library assistants don't make a lot of money. Very snottily is like, well, how can the city possibly counteract one of the governor, I can't even say the word now. She made me so angry. Governor's edicts. Okay. First off, the whole point, really, of having city governments is because people want governments for their areas, right? So yes, we all know that our governor, sweet girl that I'm sure she is, said we never have to wear masks, that, she doesn't think it's that big a deal, and it's all, she's not quite telling us all it's a conspiracy, but that's kind of her leaning, right? She's like, we don't need the federal government to tell us what to do, and we don't have to do what the CDC says, and you know what, that's fine. I don't like governments that aren't trying to save as many of their people as they can, and she isn't, and that's fine. That's, elections are coming. So this woman's like, how can she overrule the governor? I almost got out of my chair, y'all. It's a library. We're nice people generally in Iowa, and I just wanted to get up and bitch slap this woman. I just couldn't. I'm like, okay, what? And the poor girl was so taken aback that her coworker actually came from the other end of the desk to say, well, it's for city buildings, and we are run by the city of Des Moines. And I wanted to go over and just go, lady, if you didn't have a city government, you would complain. You would complain that the state government wasn't doing enough for your area. You wouldn't like not having a government, and you wouldn't like having a city government. So let's just, this is the system we've got. Let's just deal with it. And don't get all uppity about overruling the governor. You know what? And yes, I could make guesses as to who this woman has supported in her life, but it doesn't matter. She just made me really angry. She jumped the shit of this poor librarian girl who had been sitting there doing her job. She checked me out. She was a very nice girl. There was no reason to be jumping her shit about anything. Anyway. So that happened, and I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? And I'm pretty sure that woman is just not going to come in ever again, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Overruling the governor. Good God. I can't, y'all. I can't. Just can't. Alright. So that happened, and I was not a happy camper. Not even gonna lie about it. Not a happy camper. I was really angry. Because, don't. Just don't. Listen, the people who wait on you in all these places are not the ones who are making the rules. They all just have to abide by rules. That is how our society works. You abide by some rules. Come on. don't yell at those girls and that guy. But I wanted to get up and just go more in depth with women and go listen, but I didn't, because I'm a nice girl, and after she bitched a little more, she left. Don't do that. Don't do that, you guys. That's just freaking rude. There's no reason for that. I made a decision and then upset myself and stopped. So, you know, so that's what happened in my life this week. The thing is, yeah, COVID numbers are going up extremely high again because viruses mutate, y'all. I don't know if some of you don't know this. I kind of feel like the woman at the library doesn't know this. This is how viruses work. And I know you want to think that someone is trying to take away your freedoms by trying to keep you alive. But that's what we're trying to do here. Keep as many of us alive as possible. It's not like it's a Darwin virus where it could be like only the people who are really nasty to other people about not getting the vaccine or not wearing a mask are the ones who get it. But I would be cool with that, honestly, if we had a vaccine like that. If you're going to be a shit, you get the virus. I know, that's not going to be popular. Sorry, y'all. I try not to have... Let's not fight about this part. I'm just telling you what's going on in my life. And there's no way we're ever going to have enough vaccines to wipe out all of the COVID things because they change. This is how viruses work. Viruses, ladies and gentlemen, mutate every time they hit a new person. Yes, that is true. This is scientifically valid. Every time a new person gets the virus changes. And I'm coming at you simply from a scientific and immunology, aspect to tell you this. This is how they work. Alright, so we've got all these goodies, and you know how I am. I don't like to have things butted up against my dates usually, especially since some of these are the same color. You know how I am. I'm a little picky. So Sunday, I guess I will put the don't really want to do but I have to list, since that is all of that color I had. See, I thought ahead, you know, I thought ahead. Alright. I am going to try to not pull things up, even though this is the perfect vinyl to pull things up. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see what else we got to do here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, am I really, you guys, am I really gonna do it that way? I'm trying to decide if I want to put these in the top, or if I want to put lists in the top. I'm trying to be more organized, because you know some of mine are like, not, there's not a certain place I put the lists every time, and stuff like that. So I'm trying to decide how I'm gonna throw this together. I've got 7 of these, so I can do one every day. I'll put lists in the tops. 2 of them are going to be the same colors, but I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to move on. So do I want to put headers on top of them so I can call them things? Yep, that's the wrong one. Oh, it was the one in my hand. Yep, it was. Yes, so... see, put this one down here. That's way too much room. I'm going to use the whiteout today. My brand new whiteout! Woo! Let's hear it. Alright. Alright, so, you know, I'm just going to let the headers be the same colors as my lists. Did I say I was going to put the lists here? I can't remember now. But we're going to just keep moving. Because, you know, if I hate this, I can take it all apart after I quit filming. And then when it comes up on my feed, you can all be like, that is not what she put together when we were watching. You're right, it's not. It's not, because I'm a dork. Oh, so close, and yet so far. But, since I'm going to put these next, I can just butt them over the line, so I guess I'm not using some whiteout after all. I probably should have just saved this particular plan with me. I shouldn't have done a plan with me today, really, is probably what I'm coming at. I'm in a very strange headspace. Yesterday, I about blew my gasket, and my friend called me to come over just in time to probably save someone's life. Not going to tell you whose life, because then it sounds premeditated. Just kidding. I will never want to, I will probably never want to actually kill anyone, because that's, that's not who I am. But damn it, sometimes you think about it, don't you? You're like, you know what? That one's a little farther down. No, we're not going to do that. I'm not doing that today, you guys. You hear me? I'm not doing it. Except I already used up these. Okay, so I'll just do it like this. Yeah. Because I only need 6, I got myself, never mind. I got it. So anyway, it was date night, Wednesday, and my friend had to cancel because there was a hot mess going on at her house. And so I went over last night instead, and she ordered me DoorDash, and we actually, for once on our date night, got 2 good movies in a row. It was incredible. That has hardly ever happened to us, ever. It was the best night. I laughed my butt through both of them. So I can wholeheartedly, and I'm embarrassed to say this because it's been a couple of years now, I finally watched Jojo Rabbit, which is uproariously funny, and then suddenly only ironic funny, in a very jarring way, but I really liked it. I laughed a lot. It was very funny. And then what was I going to say next, y'all? Somebody tell me. Someone, please. Sounds like part of the musical Assassins. Somebody help me, please. If you don't know that musical, you really should. It's also kind of, gallows humor, which is kind of what I am. But anyway, Jojo Rabbit was, hysterical and sad, but more hysterical than sad. All the cast was really funny. They were all really good. And then before that, no, that's what we watched last. Before that, we watched Hunt for the Wilder People, I think it is. Wilder People. By the same director. So funny. Sam Neill's in it, and I love Sam Neill in everything ever. It can be a totally crappy movie, and if he's in it, I'm like, that wasn't that bad. Because he's Sam Neill, and he's just awesome. So, why did I do that? If I'm going to go backwards, I need to put the purple in there. I don't know. Why did you? Okay, yeah, I am going to pull this one up because, I like this vinyl a lot because it doesn't hurt my fingernails when I pull it up. Okay, sorry. Anyway, we're just going to move this over and we're not going to go backwards this time, although I do like the way that looks. Kind of a reverse ombre. We're not going to do it that way this time. Alright. No, please. Please be good to me. Anyway, both those movies, very, very funny. With sad elements, but very, very funny. In Jojo Rabbit, the sad thing doesn't happen till after halfway through the movie. So you get to laugh a lot before that happens. And in Hunt for the Wilder People, I think it's the Wilder People. All of a sudden I can't remember if that's, I don't know. But it's very funny. Find it. The horrible thing happens, the sad thing happens pretty close to the front, so then you've got the rest of the movie to kind of get over it. Alright, much better. So, I recommend those both highly. That's literally probably the first night we've ever had 2 good movies in the same night. For some reason, things we think sound interesting, we start when we're like, there have been, and we do that a lot with TV shows. If we start watching them and they're horrible, we're like, you know what, we don't have to go back to this next week. I think we did enough. There have been some really bad ones. Excuse me, I am so burpy today. I think it's the corn on the cob and not the wine I've been drinking. I like talking about drinking, but honestly I don't do it very much. I used to drink In college, I drank like a frickin' fish. Actually, that's a lie. I started drinking at 13, so I used to drink like a frickin' fish, but I don't anymore. And, you know, as you grow, you gain self-awareness, and you can make better decisions for yourself. And some days, I decide I need a drink, and so I have one. Except it's not really a need, is it? You're just like, yeah, I want a drink. Let's just be honest about it. I want a drink. And if you saw my post, you'll see that I posted a glass of wine that said, "This is most definitely wine." Because it was. So anyway, let's see. That was good movies. Oh, and she ordered me dinner. And so here's the thing about food. I may have mentioned it before, probably mentioning it again. Because I'm very food motivated, let's be honest. I'm the kind of person who, if you want to get food, I'm just like, I don't care. Just pick a place. I'll get food. Didn't like that overlap. So, oh, I only had one purple one. Oh, you guys know this is killing me, right? No, I don't want to use it here because it matches that one. Okay, that's alright. We're just going to do this. It's alright. It's okay. Everything's fine. Everyone relax. Put that one back. I really like that darker color better. Which doesn't make a difference, really, to this layout, but I just, I'm not all about the pastels. A lot of people are, and I'm just not. But these are actually really pretty colors. And these two, like minty greens, are my favorite pastel colors. And they look really good on me. I try to buy clothes that are that color, because it looks good on me. And it makes me happy. It makes me feel like I'm part of the ocean. It's like I need a second person to just hold stuff down for me. How about if I just point and somebody else lays down all my stuff? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. It's all going to work out. I would dislike the same color header there more than I will dislike having a different list color. That's all we can do is work towards what makes us happy. This is making me happy, damn it. Okay. There, I've got some lists. I don't generally use the Hello Weekends. Am I going to this time? Don't know. Let's move on. Let's move on to these. Okay, so I need a purple one, and a purple one, and a purple one, and a purple one, and I have a purple, and a purple. Yep, I'm missing one. Oh, you guys. Sometimes I just don't know what to do with myself. Do I want to color block these down? Maybe. Well, I only people when I have to, so we'll start with that one. What am I talking about? Oh, I was going to do the opposite colors. So we're going to color block it instead, because that will just work better. So two good... Oh yeah, food. So she just she pulled up DoorDash, and she just hit the first restaurant that was there, and said, okay, see if there's anything here you want. I'm like, well, I can pick from anywhere, so yes. And I... Sorry, I'm cracking myself up. Please leave me alone, or I need space. Please leave me alone. Because, we don't want to get too many puns in a row, I think. We just want to try to mellow out on those a little. I love your puns, Tesia. That's not what I'm saying. So I said, oh yeah, there's 3 things on here that sound good. And she's like, okay, what? And so I got myself down to 3, and then I had to kind of ask her. We've been trying to do this for a long period of time at this point, and I'm like, okay, just gotta pick some food. I said, if all fails and we can't choose, we can just order a damn pizza. She's like, yes, but let's see. And so I ended up with a something Cubano something sandwich with ham and onions, and there was all sorts of good stuff in it. It was so good, y'all. And then as a side, they have really good sides at that place, and I liked quite a few, and I was like, what is Potatoes O'Brien? What the heck is that? And she said, I have no idea. And I'm gonna, since we don't have a dark one here, I'm gonna use that on the sidebar. And I said, well, the beets thing sounds good, and this other thing sounds good, but I had, you know, I had straight up said I had salad for lunch, but I'm gonna stay away from salad. And she goes, okay, no salads, that's good. And she helped me decide. She said, because she read all three of them, and then she's like, you know, I think you will like the Cubano the best. And I said, okay, we'll order that then. Thanks for making my life easier and choosing for me. She goes, well, you chose. I said, well, no, I made the list shorter, and you chose, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And we were laughing about that, and I said, what is Potatoes O'Brien? She said, I have no idea. And I said, well, just put it on there. We might as well figure out what it is. So that's what I got. So I still don't know what's in Potatoes O'Brien. I haven't looked it up yet. But whatever it was, it had a little bit of spice in it, and I think some rosemary. I don't think it was dill. I think it was rosemary. It was very good, very spicy. I'm very, you know, as you know, my tastes are very white girl. Yeah, I'm not good at spice, but it was really delicious, and it made me very happy. Alright, so what else we got here? I'm going to put him over here because he's going to go on the sidebar. Alright, move. Alright, so I've done my lists, got those. I'll probably put headers under these because that's how I roll. I just figure if someone's going to give me a whole page of headers, that's awesome. I should use those. Of course, I can't use the same headers I used up there. I'm not going to have enough purple, so maybe I will not be doing that. Who knows? Plan ahead? Psh, we don't want to do that. Alright, so so I've got the two greens to deal with is all. And I need 6 of them. I've got 4 of each color. You know what, I'm just going to do it. We're going to see what happens, because you know what, if I don't like it, it's fine. It's fine. Why? Because there's always a new day, and I can always take it apart. As I said, oh yeah, that's going to bug me right there though, isn't it, guys? Yes it is. So we're going to do the every other one. Just because it's pretty, and she gave me all these pretty headers to use. So anyway, Potatoes O'Brien. I just decided I was taking a hit for my... Kind of like when I dyed my hair brown and it turned red as usual. It's just those fucking Irish ancestors of mine getting in the way. I do have one purple header left, so I could use it here. But then what are you going to do there? Because you're going to be irritated then. I don't know. What am I going to do, guys? I don't know. What are you going to do? We're going to put the purple one back. That's what we're going to do. And stop making things difficult for yourself. You're overthinking. What a shock. I am overthinking. I'm either overthinking or not thinking. That's the way I like to think of it. And today I'm overthinking. Also, I need to start meditating again. Because when your brain gets really loud, you gotta find some way to shut it down. Okay. And that's how I shut mine down. I try to meditate. I don't always manage it, honestly, but oh, you know what? That's not going to work either, is it? No, because that's going to be under there, and that's going to irritate me too, so we're going to put purple in there. I should just rename my channel Hot Mess Planning. I don't know if someone already has that name, but this should be a Hot Mess Planning with Shelly, because, dude, I never know. I never know. Even when I come up here thinking I know, I'm going to record now because I have an absolutely positive idea of what I'm going to do. Nope. It's kind of like life. You can plan as much as you want, but that doesn't mean it's going to work. Alright. Last header. Thanks, Tesia, for all these headers. I could get washi, but I kind of like having the headers in the perfect color. So I can just use them as little washi strips. Makes me happy. Keeps things easy, because as we've seen, I make everything difficult. Alright, let's see. That does not disturb me much. I mean, it does disturb me, I'm not going to lie about it. It does disturb me, but not very much. So, the focus on this camera is disturbing me more. It's like it will only focus right here in the middle. How irritating. Stop. Stop doing that. I mean, no, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Keep focusing. I'm about to get myself in a whole bunch of troubles. Okay, so. Is there anything on this sheet that I'm going to use over here? No, that is all for the sidebar. And there's some deco. There's a couple flags. Actually, flags might be a good idea up there. Yes, I think I will put a flag up here. Okay, I have to tell you, I just looked over because my phone lit up, and Laura just sent me, I have no context for this because I've been recording and I don't look at my phone when I do that. Oh, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. Look at that. It's beautiful and perfect. I also need them to make whiteout in a little, this kind of whiteout in a little more dull, grayy kind of whiteout, because me, picky sometimes, it's like, that's too white. Shut up. Sometimes I'm too white. But not, just like if there's sun out in the sky, then I'm too white. So anyway, Laura, it said, why is there not a fat sucker for this? I don't know what that's about, but it just cracked me up really, really hard. Why? That's a very good question, Laura. Why isn't there a fat sucker for this? You know what I could do? I do have 2 full boxes left. I could do, sorry I'm late, I didn't want to come here and cut this down so it will just be in that space. Could I do that? Maybe. Could I? But I used my whiteout and everything. I think I will. I think I will do that. For no reason. Just to cover up that beautiful whiteout I just proved was working perfectly. Because if you have seen my other videos, you know some days whiteout is not my friend. Not at all. I've been through so much whiteout, it's not even funny. And it'll be like I have to cut it off and unspool it and then throw it away because it won't stay together. I have strange issues in my life, and that's one of them. It's just the fact that rolls of whiteout don't like playing with me, even though I'm very nice and I share my toys. Alright. Do I like that better? Damn Skippy I do, and you know why? Because that's in the middle now. Order has been restored. So how much too big is this? I could just pull up this end again because Tesia has the best vinyl in the world. Oh my goodness. You rock, Tesia. But this will go right here. And he, won't come off my finger. Yes, I do realize I just stopped talking, and I'm just going to have to keep apologizing for that, because sometimes I'll be like that. Alright. I'm fine with that. Can I kind of see where the top of it is? Yes, I don't care. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Because we all know I can't cut a straight line, so it's probably better to stay away from that. Alright. Excellent! Look at that. It's like balanced and organized and so much less hot mess than it used to be. Alright, let's move on down. Okay, so I've got 2 of those left, so we're going to be done with that. Got 1 more list. We can just be done with that. So let's fill in some boxes, y'all. Get 6 of those. This is the problem with me. I'm always like, we got 6 and we only got 6. We got 6 of these, but we got 7 days. So do something else, Shelly. Do something else on one of your days. Instead of just freaking out about it. Jeez, girl. Seriously. The hell. Alright. So I guess 2 light, 2 dark, 2 purple. I only have 1 light. Ooh, I do have these. Check these over there. Sorry, I'm not showing you again. I apologize. Shelly? Okay. I'm just going to go back to this color scheme we did up here. Oh. I only have 1 light one. That's right. Okay, Tesia, I can't count, and therefore I need you to start counting for me, please. Please put an extra half box in there. Because I can't count. This is not true. Usually I can make things, happen somehow. But so I've been having these dreams, y'all. That's not straight. That's not a dream. That is reality. That is not straight. For like the last probably 2 months, I keep having dreams, strangely enough, that I live in Boston, Massachusetts. I've never been to the East Coast except once, to Edgewater, Maryland, for one of my bestie's weddings, and that was a long time ago. I have no experience with that coast, is what I'm saying. But I'm dreaming that I live there all the time now. And I have, in my mind, found this little bar that I'm always in these dreams. I moved to California because I used to dream of living in California. And I had people there. I don't have anyone in Massachusetts at all. And I don't know why I would pick Boston. My brain just did. So, you know what I mean? You're just like, I don't quite know what's going on here. And I don't. But I've been dreaming about it constantly. And it's very odd. I have like a whole group of friends. And if I should someday, maybe my brain's trying to tell me I need to move. If I should do that, no lie, if I come across those people who I have dreamed about and they're actual people, I will not be very surprised, because this has happened to me before, that I will dream about someone and then meet them later in life. But I mean, Boston? Why Boston? Why, brain? Why? There's no reason. There's no reason for this. I keep having them. And I mean, happily, my shop is open and doing really well, so I can move in these dreams. No, you haven't missed my shop opening. It hasn't happened yet. But you know what I mean. It's very strange, and it's a little disturbing, honestly. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't. But we're going to leave it alone. We are going to take one of these cute ones and put it over here. It needs to be the purple one, so that needs to not be the purple one. Or does that not need to be the purple one? Are you all confused? Because I'm really confused right now. I can't have those two purple ones together. You know what? Stop thinking. We're going to leave that part out right now. No, we're not. We're just going to pick one. Am I going to hate that more or this more? When our brain becomes too picky, what do we say, ladies and gentlemen? Not today, God of Picky. Okay, that's probably like the best thing Game of Thrones ever gave me was the not today. Alright, I'm okay with that. That is fine. That is fine, Rochelle. Rochelle, Andrea, that is fine. Okay, great. So, let's see what else we got. Forgot what I was telling you now. Oh, Boston. And I don't try, because sometimes I can like start myself off in a dream before I fall asleep, and I can continue through. These about Boston, I did not start these dreams. They just started, and I've had pretty much one almost every night. Which is not horrible. That's not what I'm saying. It's not horrible at all. Excuse me. But it's strange. It's weird. Alright, do I want to put these at the bottom, or do I want to put them up here and leave a row here for nothing? For no reason. I don't know. Ouch. Just hurt myself with my tweezers. I don't know. I'm just going to do this. We're just going to quit our whining and do this. No, because that and that is the same color, and we're pretending that's the same color. What am I doing? Does anyone know what I'm doing? Anyone? Does anyone have any idea what I'm doing? Okay, so we've got, sorry, I did it again. 2 darks, a light, a dark, and 2. Okay, so we've got 2 of each of the really pretty minty colors that I love so much. So 4 of these have to be that. 1 light, 1 dark. Alright, what are we doing? I don't know. We're just going to do it. We're putting this back where it was. I'm going to pretend I did not disturb it. So, Boston. So I'm having these dreams, and it's kind of bizarre because I have no contacts in Boston. I have nothing. I don't know people in Boston. I don't know anything about Boston, except that there are neighborhoods you don't have to have a car. I mean, a lot of places you don't have to have a car there, and that's lovely, except I love my car, even though I hate to drive. But it's also, because there's 3 universities, very hard to find somewhere to live. I'm saying, this is what I'm saying, that's a difficult thing. Because, what am I doing? Put the wrong one down. And it's like I think it was 38% more expensive to live there. Now, mind you, I lived in Rich Peopleville, California. So this is not really a problem for me. But I did have to move back from there because I had a full-time job and still couldn't make ends meet. You know what I mean? That's not why I moved, but I mean, that was the reality of it. I had a full-time job where I didn't have to go over the hill to San Jose or Cupertino to work, and there were so many problems. I didn't come back for that, but that was the truth of the matter. So that just leaves me going, interesting. Pretend this isn't happening, y'all. We're just going to pretend that this is a totally separate layout from the rest of it. So, why on earth, having lived in a place that is too expensive for me to live, would I then start dreaming about living in another place that's too expensive for me to live? Anybody got an answer? Anybody? Bueller? So, yeah. But I'm having a very good life there, honestly. It's such a good life there. But I just, last night in this dream, I got in a fight with my neighbor. Not my neighbor. Was he my neighbor? No, he was a football player who I don't even know who this person is. I don't know what he looks like. But in my dream, he's this huge football player. And he got mad at me because I worked 10 days in a row. Instead of going out to the bar, I worked 10 days in a row and then was exhausted and didn't take a day off. And I was in trouble with him. So he bought me food and drinks and told me he was going to send his sister to help me work the next time I worked 9 days in a row. I had to call her at 8 days and have her come finish on the 9, so I didn't work 10 days in a row. I don't know. My brain does weird stuff, you guys. Yours does too. Maybe not as weird, but still weird. But anyway, it was a good dream. I seem to have a lot of friends. Occasionally I get in fights and hurt people in my dreams. Just like, they like are way over the line, kind of not my friends. They're like just like random rude people that I end up having to kneecap or punch. But the other good thing is that in my dream I've been adopted by an Italian family and an Irish family. Me and my friend Anna, who has shown up in these dreams moving with me. After I started having the dreams, I was like, Anna, you want to move to Boston? She was like, yeah, I'll go to Boston. We're not going to Boston right now because moneyless. But someday we might move to Boston because of my dreams. And that's just going to be funny if people are like, why did you move to Boston? Why did you come here? Same reason I named my daughter Genevieve. Same reason I moved to California. Dreams. Had dreams. And not like stars in my eyes, going to be a great actress in California. No, just like literal like dreams. Like when you go to sleep, dreams of places to live. I don't know. Alright, sidebar. Other stuff. Numbers not putting in right now. Sidebar. Okay. Guys, look what we've made. I'm babbling about things that don't matter. Pretty. I didn't end up color blocking it, but I kind of did, in a kind of weird way. Yeah. Happy enough. And look, that whole side is done, so I don't even have to worry about it. Right now I've got lines down here. I might have to slap some washi in there. Yep, I might. We're going to leave that for right now, and we're going to go do the sidebar. Oh, sorry. My leg is asleep. Oh, ouch. Oh, first, let's do some of these. Alright, keep track of my TV watching. She's giving me one of those, and there's a shopping cart for stuff to buy. It's just a matter of putting them down somewhere. I leave 2 for TV now, because I watch a lot of TV now, and 2 for reading, and then 1 of each. Okay, so we're going to make this one the TV one. The little pug. This is binge time. We're going to leave 2 of those just in case it's one of those weeks where I watch TV a lot. 1 for buy. There should not be anything to buy. That's not true. When I get to this, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to make all these this year, and then next year I'm going to use all these. So at that point, hopefully I'll be having an income and be able to buy some stuff. But I can't. Yeah, never mind. Let's not talk about it. We all have the same problems, probably. About money. Coffee. No, I'm not going to need that one. Payday. I'm sure I'll need it someday, but not today. Nah, I'm good. That's how I feel all the time. You want to do this? You want to do that? Nah, I'm good. Alright, let's see what we got here. Cancelled. Hooray. Awkward. Nah, I'm not leaving my shell today. Incoming call. Decline. Oh, it says decline. I don't even answer my phone, y'all. There are like 2 people in the world that I will answer my phone for. Only 2. And they don't call me. They're all smart enough to just send me a text. If you want to call me, text me first and tell me to answer the phone. Which I know sounds screwy, but that's how I roll. Alright, so I kind of want to start from the bottom here. I wish this was a blank bar. I probably said this before. I wish this was blank instead of grid, because then I could just white out the edges and they'd be even, but I don't care. It's fine. So let's do this. Just realized I had my hand in the wrong place. Let's stick these to myself because that's how I work. I'll do these first. Do this one first. Or should we line them up with that end? Whoa. Good thing that was on paper, or I'd be screwed. Yeah, we'll line them up that side. And I'll put this one. No, and I'll put this one. And the reason, some of you have already guessed, that I'm putting them in this order is that I want to not hit the same colors. Exactly. I mean, it still kind of does, but you know what I mean. Alright, so there's all three of those. Looking all beautiful. I was just going to complain that the camera wasn't focusing, and then I realized it was my new glasses. They're slid down my nose, so they're not quite right. Okay. Don't know what I'm keeping track of on this day, but it'll be something. If I start, getting off my butt and working every day, it'll be that. But I'm not going to put it at the top, because I just feel pressure. Although, by this time, next year I hope to actually have to, I was trying to straighten that out, it doesn't really work, we're not going to do it again. Alright, taco to me, I like to leave these at the top, but I don't know what I'm going to fill in there. It doesn't matter, because these come up, because Tesia is the queen. Tesia is the queen! Tesia is the queen! Oh, I'm sorry, Tesia. I know I'm a nut job today. Okay, I just made up a Tesia song. I've only done that in my life for my daughter. So there you go. Made Tesia a song. Okay. Forks, knives, TV. Don't need those. I like her kits because I actually do use most of the stuff. So I could fill that in with those. I'm going to need a header right there. After I decide what that's going to be, if it's going to be work or... If you're going to line them up to a line, you should probably start at that line. Maybe not stretch the vinyl when you put it down so that it actually fits where you want it to go. So Dreams of Boston. Have you guys been having weird dreams? Do any of you dream like that? Like stuff will happen in your dreams and it seems to be a message about something you should do? I don't know. Y'all. That probably is straight because the one underneath it is not straight, so I'm not going to touch it again. I'm going to need a card draw for the week because I've decided to do that. Although when we get to this, it may not be. We all know that. Do two more of these fit? No, just one and a little bit. Okay, I will put this one in. Or should we put the other purple one? No, I like this color better. Do I really? No, maybe 3 of these will fit. Let's just take it off and see. Oh, that'll fit in there instead of this. Maybe I'll do that. She says, taking it off camera where you can't see it again. Sorry. Let's see what happens if I put this one in here. Since I have no idea what it's going to be when it grows up. It's crooked. That's what it is when it grows up. It's crooked. That's okay though. It's okay. Because we're just going to do this. As we did with that little flag over there that I was too lazy to cut. I'm just going to rearrange the way we put these in. Mr. Drevitch, it would be really nice if you could just make things correct. And here's the thing, I could take out that little thing, but then I'm still going to have like a little bit of space there. And I've decided that's not what I want to do. It's always one of those things, my whole life is like this, like, which of these things is going to irritate you more, which is going to irritate you less. That's not quite straight, but I'm going to let it go. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we're going to do with that bottom line. Let's see. I didn't see that coming, so I'll be right back. Okay, so if you saw my last haul, I got this cute little, oh, it almost fit perfectly too. Turns out I do have a couple more from her that I didn't remember ordering. I think maybe this was a gift from Laura, and that one's kind of big. It's not going to fit there unless I take those boxes out. I don't want to do that. This one, the colors all match. Need some BFF therapy, some movies. This is happiness, sitting on the couch, laying on the couch. Enjoy the little things. Oh, I'm going to use that one. It'll go over the bottom a little bit. It's okay. And then we had the sunglasses ones I just got, but I think that one's thicker than this too. Just, oh, no, it's the same. I'm going to use this because the colors are good. Yes, that's what we're going to do. I fill that little space with washi I keep forgetting I have. So, let's make this happen. Let's make, oh, obviously I've had this long enough that it's not as sticky anymore. That would be why, because I forget that I bought it. Yes, that's true. I used my little Ripper card, you know, my little washi card to send washi to Laura, so I don't actually have it anymore. Let's straight edge this. Look, I could use my little baby cutter. And my, my sugar and sloth, you know, coaster. So let's see how good I can do here. And of course, I'm not putting it on the cutting pad. Some of you saw that coming, didn't you? I could hear you yelling, no, no, don't do it. But I did. Alright, so let's see. I can't really see around that edge, but we're going to hope. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Oh, yeah, I think that's a good idea. That's cute, isn't it? Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. Yes, I know it doesn't fit over on the other side, and it won't go this far, but I could trim those off. Alright, let's start with a cut. Wow, that's probably the straightest cut I've ever made in my life, you guys. Oh, wait, you can't see it. It's the straightest cut I've ever made in my life. Okay. I mean, that might not be true, but it feels true. Sometimes things feel true, and that's enough. And we are going to have to cut it in a weird place because of that extra box on that side, which is fine. We'll have Simon and not the rabbit. What is the bunny's name? Someone, anyone. Oh, that didn't cut. Okay, try that again. Oh, it didn't cut because I was trying to cut through the box under it too. One layer. And I've got it upside down. Lovely. I'm okay with that. It's not very straight, but it's okay. It's okay. So the bottom, you know, doesn't look quite as lovely. I could have just brought it over this and just had that pretty, there wouldn't have been a box there. Maybe that would be a good idea. Let's just see where, stop. Okay, this is the only thing I don't like, it rolls. Do you hear it? Yep, there it went. That would be a problem for me. I would have stuff rolling all the time. So what if I just put this little guy back together, bunny whose name I can't remember, and I just took it all the way across like that. It doesn't make a lot of sense for that box, but I could take this off and just move the box up, and then the box would be shorter. I don't know why, well, in case you're about to go, why would you do that? I don't know, but I'm going to do it because I don't want to waste that pretty little frilly box. Even though I already made this box smaller when I put it in here. because I hadn't thought ahead. You can't always think ahead. Sometimes you gotta think on the fly, right? Right. Okay. So let's put you back here. I just had to double check that actually started after I paused, because I've done that before where I've finished in a whole thing for you guys and you weren't there. And I just feel stupid and erase it. Alright. Crooked. Oh, I keep forgetting. Buddy. I'm sorry. I'll probably have to go back through and put some glue under him. Because I pulled it up so many times. Oh, that didn't look bad though. I'm good with that. Okay. One more cut and we'll be done with this. We'll be done with this whole thing in one more cut. Are you guys ready? It's just over an hour, which isn't so horrible since I'm kind of out of control. Oh, I was going to leave that until it went to the end, wasn't I? I didn't do it on the other side though. I'm just gonna trim that off. That's what we're gonna do. And trim off the other side too. Alright. Oh, I cut through it. Should have seen that coming. I was too cocky. And of course, tape's not over here. Oh well, I'll tape it together later, just pretend it's gone. Alright, I'm going to do the same over here and see if we cannot go through it the same way. It's very sharp. I'll say that for this little mini. It's very sharp. Doesn't really feel like it cut right on that one. But I didn't have it upside. Oh, no, it did not. Sister. You know what? That's good enough. I have to give myself that talk about not being perfect again. We're done, y'all. I'll go in and fill in all the little things later. Because maybe I'll be living in Boston by the time I get to this one. Who knows? Alright. Look what we made in the Introvert Sweet Kawaii Design Kit. Is adorable. Is adorable. If I had it to do again, meh, I would still do it. I'm going to go fix that, and we're done here, and I'll like put in a book and stuff. You know, the usual stuff. But you don't need to watch me do that, because you watched me a hot mess most of this. So we're good. Excellent. Let's hear it for the introverts. Everybody cheer for yourselves at home, on your own. Love you guys. Please subscribe. Please. You don't have to hit the bell, but I'd kind of like you to, because then, you know, like I said in that last haul video, then you know, even when I screw up, that there's a video out. Share me with your friends. Oh, we've been through this before. That's not the way I wanted to say that. Please share my videos with your friends. Dirty mind never goes away. You can take the dirty out of... No, never mind. And look, this is adorable. I don't know if you can get this whole kit still on sweetkawaiidesign.com, but you can probably get something similar, or pieces and parts of it. Maybe she has just a full boxes one on this one too. I don't know, but I love this. It's adorable. Makes me happy. Yep, makes me happy. Alright, see you next time. Go forth, be good to each other. Be extra, extra good to yourselves this week. And remember that when you need a break, you take a break. I've not been very good at that lately. And if you don't take those breaks, then you end up with a breakdown. I don't want you guys to go through that. I did it. Just learn from me. Don't do it yourselves. See you guys later. Bye.